building was constructed in 1911 as a recreation hall for the factory workers at the Comstock-Cheney piano factory. This village actually was built up because of the piano factory. People came from Italy, from Poland, from Ireland. There were little pockets of ethnic groups around here, and it was a really thriving village at the time. Every home had to have a piano. I mean, it was central to the entertainment for every family. And the Comstock-Cheney piano factory was central to the life of the people of this town. In fact, the factory built housing for people, and it's laid out very much like a factory town. So it was a natural place to build this recreation hall in 1911. It was a sort of ad hoc town hall. They used it for dances, for vaudeville shows that traveled and passed through, for basketball games. Ivoryton was thriving, it was bustling, there was so much going on here. So who'd have thought that life would ever change? But of course it did.
The introduction of automobiles meant that people didn't have to stay in the parlor to entertain. The advent of the inexpensive radio gave lots of options for music. And then, of course, eventually, as silent movies and then talkies came in, people were just not spending their evenings home around the piano.
It was really just by happen chance that Milton Stiefel, who was a Broadway producer, who'd had an incredibly hectic season traveling with major shows and was suffering from exhaustion.
His doctor had recommended that he go into the country. Do you know anyone who lives in the country? It'd be good for you just to get away from the city and so forth. Well, yeah, they're the Gish sisters. They live in a place called Essex.
And while they were driving around, they happened upon this building. And he just had an idea that would be a great place to open a summer theater. Actually, it was a crazy idea because Ivoryton was in the middle of nowhere.
They opened with a show called Broken Dishes. He grossed $80 that week. He just barely paid the light bill. And in 1930, the following year, this young lady from Hartford came down.
When Kate first came to the theater, she spoke to Milton, said, you know, you don't have any audience here. You have almost no people. You really got to do something about this, and I want to be on that stage. I don't want the part of just an ingenue. I want a decent role.
She convinced him that it would work and that she would be brilliant, and she was. During the 30s and 40s, there was no air conditioning in New York, well, anywhere. So coming out to the theaters of the summer stock circuit was where New York actors headed to hone their skills, to try out new works, and so audiences followed them.
In most of those years we were on the star system where they put a package together in New York or Hollywood, and then it toured for a week apiece, 1 week only. I got to work during those 25 years with probably around 250 stars.
We're talking Mae West, Helen Hayes, B. Lilly, Paul Robeson, Lon McAllister.
Milton was here from 1929 until 1973, long haul, 44 years.
You should have rested.
I did, but there were always more stairs.
What for the jewel and that's here about no welcome for your troubles sake. Isn't it the truth by children? Lots of fun and feeling great. And wine is as filled.
What makes the Ivoryton Playhouse still viable after 100 years is it is a part of this community. And that going forward, whatever we do, we have to remember that the intimacy of the stage, which brings the theater right into people's faces. You know, you're not looking as a voyeur at a big screen. You're actually part of the action here. You leave this theater and you may still meet these people, and people then become invested in this place. They feel a kind of stewardship to keep this building and this whole cultural life of the theater going on into the next century.